Hello everybody and welcome back to Rennebu. So we're cracking on with the harvesting, in fact we're almost finished, and then we need to get the baler into here. We need to pick up bales and sell them as quickly as possible so that we can move on to the next job. So actually we're getting quite close to full. I should be able to, actually if I just put it on a worker, see if I can drive closer. Hopefully the worker doesn't get completely confused. And as for the drilling, it does almost have an empty hopper of fertilizer, but it's not quite empty. So yes, it's left a bit of an awkward area. And that is a big field of weeds. Now we don't have to actually spray these weeds off today. In fact, it's probably going to be easier to wait until the next episode because we'll be able to see the weeds that have grown a bit more. But I reckon I'm going to have to sort out this middle piece. I'm not too worried about that side over there. We have lots of other jobs. In fact, we really need to start with the mowing again to do the next massive load of silage. This is just a bit of an extra, really. Oh, I wonder if there is a new bigger drill in the sale. That would be incredible. No. Okay, that's disappointing. But as I said, unless we really are desperate, we shouldn't be buying stuff which isn't in the sale. I've seen a few comments saying that once you've bought something in the sale then repaired it, it's about the same price as a new machine anyway. I haven't done a test to see if that is true. I think if it is true, then it makes the used machinery sales a bit broken, really. Because why would you buy it used and then repair it and then have it the same price as a new one? Okay, so let's just finish this off first of all. Oh, actually, I should get the baler to head down here. I wonder if the Massey Ferguson is busy. Yes, I wonder. It would be good to have that heading in this direction. Let's see. It's got the sprayer, but no, it's not busy. So we'll just drop that off, and we'll go and attach to the baler. Today is the day that we sell those eggs. I've just taken a look at the price, and it has not gone quite as high as I was expecting. June was a bit of a peak. But yeah, it's still 3 something. I was hoping it would be 4 something. But anyway, 3 something is still really good. Because it's usually 2 something, 2,000 something. So yeah, we'll just set this off on a worker and we'll hopefully meet it over there. I'll just make sure it doesn't crash into Chainsaw's machinery. Yes, that's what happened before. It crashed into his brand new feed mixer. And, well, it was a bit of a pile-up really in the field down there. This tractor is going to head over to the store to pick up more fertiliser, and it might as well get seed as well. Oh, for crying out loud. It actually has targeted Chainsaw's machinery again. So obviously they're too close to the course. I would say if you want something doing correctly, do it yourself, but unfortunately we are going to be busy. We have to do the harvesting. Oh, good grief. It gets worse. Why are all the workers suddenly crashing into everything? Although, yeah, that's that weird header versus trailer issue, which I've experienced many times. They're like magnets, they're attracted to each other. Anyway, yep, that is the combine pretty much empty. We've just got that piece left to do. So yes, we'll finish that and then we can crack on with the baling. It's unbelievable. They were going in the same direction and they still crashed into each other. Ah dear, right. So, yeah, I don't think we have any of these bags. It's all showing 0. So we'll get 1 bag of fertiliser. And as for seed, yeah, we'll go for 1 of those as well. So we know that both of these over here are mine. I think that pretty much what we have over at the farm is lime, and also we've got a few IBCs of herbicide and liquid fertiliser, but not the granular. Really, I just want to finish off that middle triangle in that field. Right, is 1,000 litres going to be enough? I think it probably will be. Yeah, we should be alright. So we can set that back off on a worker again to head back to 108. Hopefully it can manage it. I'm going to continue with the baling. The price for barley is absolutely awful. So I was going to take it straight to the sell point, as we were nearly at the sell point. But unfortunately, it's going to have to come all the way back to the farm. So it's just the way it is. Yes, it looks like June actually is the worst month for barley. So we have a bit of a wait. But if it's in the silo, then it's there. It can be sold when the price is really good, and it can also be used as chicken food. But yeah, I'm not going to bring the windrower over here to do this field. It does make the baling faster, but it's quite a long way to transport it. I would just have to get the Deutz to come back once it's unloaded, so that we can then attach to the flatbed. And they're big bales, 11,000 litres of straw in each one. So this should generate quite a few £1,000s. Right, well, these workers are becoming a real pain. They've been really good in the past, actually, for just driving from A to B, but now they're not so good, for whatever reason. So we managed to get our last bale, which is nice, 11,000 litres. I think what's happened is the John Deere has stopped for some reason, and that's probably blocking the path for the Deutz. Let's have a look. Okay, the Deutz never actually set off. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. It does say it's driving to field. It says working in the field. Maybe that's the problem. Yes, well, we'll create a job. Try and get this to go to there again. And as for this, yeah, there's no reason for this to have stopped. The worker is actually still in the cab, so that is a real mystery. Maybe it's because we didn't have the beacons on. I also noticed that we have another bag of seed at the farm, so that's going to be handy. We'll just take this to the field, and yeah, I need to do this myself, so we'll do it later in the video. We must focus first on selling the bales and selling the eggs, because yeah, the price for both of those is, well, I think they're both decreasing. I know the price for eggs is decreasing. I think the price for straw is decreasing. Let me just see. Where is straw? Yeah, it's decreasing. So oh, we could wait. But as it's June, it's probably going to be another 6 months until the price is good. The Deutschfahrt is here. Just made it to here. I better not get in its way. Just wondering, if I was to go down here, I wonder if the worker could then figure it out. What I don't want it to do is start drilling over what it's already done. That would be just a total waste of money. I think it's probably worth having a go at that. So even actually, if I set it off here, I'll keep a close eye on it. We'll see what it does. Right, so this baler needs to head back to the farm. I won't let it pass the Deutschfahrt though. That's just asking for trouble. How many bales did we get? 3, 6, 9? I think there's 9. Right, can we climb here? Lovely. So just wait here for the Deutschfahrt. Here it is. Good to see that it made it. So, I feel like I'm always on this menu now. We can now get this to return to the grass field there. Oh wow, it's actually gone off road. I didn't know the workers could do that. Looking good. Right, we need the trailer. I've just checked up on the John Deere, and it is actually working fine. Which I'm very pleased about. That's going to save us a lot of time. So, what are we on? We are on operating mode. The sell point for these is just around the corner. It's a nice quick sale. I think it was better than chopping. Always worth, unless you've got chop straw enabled, it's always worth baling. I do like chop straw though, because having it convert that chopped straw and chaff into one application of fertiliser is very handy and cost effective. It's cheap. We don't have to buy loads of fertiliser. We still have to apply fertiliser for the second application, but it makes everything a lot easier. Okay, that looks to be everything. 9, as I thought. Well, unless I've still missed one. If so, we can get it any time. It must be hiding well though, if there is another one. So, yeah, I can just go over the bridge and go into the sell point. It would appear my strobe lights have been switched off. The worker obviously didn't like them. I'm hoping just to unload to the bed instead of sliding them across. It should work. Lovely. £11,204. Well, we can't grumble at that. It didn't really take too long to produce those bales. Oh look, one of my egg pallets is still here. I wonder if the bakery is accepting any. Unless that's not mine. Although I think it's mine. I should be able to pick that up. How odd. Well, yes, hopefully the bakery is going to accept some more. Failing that, we do have Joker, but the bakery is still the best place. 3,800. So yeah, we'll see. Let's go and load up the egg pallets. Yeah, all these grass fields are ready, and we know that it's going to bring in about probably £600,000. So maybe we could bring our total bank account balance to almost £1 million. It's a lot of work though. Anyway, let's pick up these, and then we can head off with them all. Even if the bakery is accepting some at the moment, it would never take them all anyway. This is way beyond the bakery's limit. It's only got a small capacity. So either way, we are going to Joker. You can't strap them either, because this is strictly a bale trailer, an auto-loading bale trailer. But they don't seem to move too much. They can fall off, but they don't move too much. I think if I try and get a single layer and lock them all into each other, we should be right. Wow, there is a lot. Not complaining though, it's great. Oh no! Smashed eggs! And as you saw in my time-lapse, I did feed them with some of that barley. So they have a full silo, which should last a while. Yeah, not quite enough to fully fill this bed, but that still looks good. So yes, the bakery is en route anyway, so we'll go there first. As you can see, that they're really not moving. I think if I did a really sharp turn, let's just see. Oh, even then they don't really move. It's good. It's a good trailer. Let's see if it takes any. It might not be in the trigger exactly. Wish I could. Let's just see if I can see the trigger. Always seems a tricky one to find. Oh no, lag! Whoa! That's not good. It makes it laggy actually putting that on. Chainsaw lost connection, I believe. It sold something, hasn't it? Oh, it's saying £3, so that means it's likely full of eggs, maybe from Chainsaw. I didn't think he had any chickens, but maybe. Looks like I've stopped one of his workers. So we'll move on. We'll go to Joker. And here we are at the top of the map. A place that I've only visited once before. The sell point we're looking for is just over there. So that white building with the grey black roof. It's a nice area though. Although I don't think we're going to be buying any fields over here. We are going to stick in that same sort of area. This is it, on the left hand side. It's good to have a, well, pretty much 40-mile-per-hour tractor. That is significant. I seem to remember the sell point is here. There we go, it's selling. This is going to be a good figure. Wow. 61,576, which is certainly much more than we could have made from the barley, which they've consumed. So, yep, this can now go back onto a worker, and we'll jump into the John Deere. Okay, so the John Deere has stopped, which is probably no bad thing, because it was getting to the more awkward area anyway. Yeah, the Deutz-Fahrer is now on the way home, so I can finish this, and then this tractor needs to go to the field which we've just baled to drill it. And I think we'll drill it with soybeans. I know that we can put it on a much bigger drill, this tractor, but as I said, we are just looking for something in the sale. And I would say it's cheaper to employ a worker to use this for many hours than it would be to buy a bigger one, because they're not cheap. They're really expensive. And then, if I wanted to use a worker as well, I'd still have to pay for the worker anyway. So, yeah, I'm quite happy using this one. I'm not saying I wouldn't replace it. If a deal came up, a really good deal, I would most likely accept it, but I'm not desperate for it. So, you can see the area that we have left to do. Let's finish it off. And then, well, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do that piece over there. This is already a massive amount. We're going to be super busy anyway, dealing with the other fields and the grass. Doing the silage is very time consuming. So this field is likely going to be waiting for us anyway, for us to harvest it. Let's hope we have enough fertiliser. If we need to get some more, we can get some at the store. It's really close to that other field, so yeah. Although, looking at it, we might have enough. Well, this combine is now impressively done when we get back to the farm. A full lap. We've gone all the way around the other way to get to that field. Let's just let this tractor pass, otherwise it's going to get super confused. Good. We don't want that to stop. And yeah, once I get past this sort of road barrier over here, I should be able to get a worker to return it to the farm. For some reason they stop sometimes, the workers over here somewhere. It's a bit further up. Yeah, it's just the barrier just here. It's quite narrow. I'm sure the worker would hate to try and get through there. The worker didn't work anyway, and I've just realised it would have crashed into that feed mixer, which is parked right on the edge. So I've driven it all the way back myself. It can just go on the edge somewhere here, because the John Deere has now arrived at the field and I want to get that field done. As I said, it looks like we do have enough fertiliser, and we certainly have enough seed. We'll have to tidy up all this next time. That'll be done naturally because this field's going to be cut, so we can't have stuff in it. Okay, at least this made it. We'll change the crop type to soybeans. Actually, it is a big field when you look at it like this. I will do the headland, and then maybe a worker can fill in the bits. And something needs repairing. I think it's the tractor, because that maintenance gauge is not looking healthy. Although if it is the tractor, then I'm not too sure. I think it probably just pulls the horsepower down a bit, but really we're not even struggling, so maybe it's not worth repairing it. Like with the combine, I think you can lose yield, you can lose grain, so it reduces your yield, which is a big problem. But if the tractor is already way more powerful than what you need, then I guess it's not really worth spending what would likely be £20,000, maybe more, to service and repair it. Yeah, so if we can just make a start with this field, make it easy for a worker basically. This top piece I'll do all this, because this is impossible for a worker. But where it opens out, I think you'll be able to manage that piece. There wouldn't be much to do anyway. Right then, so I've got it all set up so the worker can easily do that piece over there, and it should have finished by the time we get back in the next episode. It can just continue, and if it gets confused or stuck, then that's really disappointing, because I couldn't have made it any easier for it at all. But I think really what we're really looking for now is a new combine, a bigger combine. If one of those pops into the sale, we'll get it, no doubt about it. And we should be able to afford it. It's not like we're short on money now. We've got over £400,000, with lots more to come. But anyway, this is a good place to leave it, because this will all be finished by next time. And that will mean that there's only one more field left to drill, the little field. 130 up at the top there. So yes, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.